Hey everyone, Red Rebel Jeff Jones here. Now, in this video I want to talk about one of the main issues that kind of the left and the Democratic Party have at the moment. And the reason I want to talk about it now is because it really showed itself during Trump's recent speech that he made at Congress. And that is, they will never give Trump, his supporters, or people on the right credit for any positive things they do. Now, to say Trump has done a huge amount in the 2 months he's been president is really understating it. He's really gone into this, I would say, faster than full steam ahead. He's done so much good work. And yet, all that good is either not identified, or it's not, I'm not even sure how to put this, it's not respected is the best term I can think of for it at the moment, but I'm not going to lie, that I wouldn't say that's the most accurate term that's there. Trump actually called him out. At the very start of the speech, he said, "It doesn't matter what I do. You guys will never stand up, clap, or give credit for anything I do." And the Democrats, I would say the way they handled themselves really showed that. Because they were handling themselves, part of me wants to say they handled themselves like children, but that's kind of insulting to children, really, to be honest, because I think children would be a lot more mature than they were. And I think it really does show that they are the unreasonable ones here. They were holding up signs in protest. Al Green, one of the Democrats there, actually had to be thrown out because he was interrupting Trump that much. And he was waving his cane at him. It's like, what are you doing? Like, you're trying to present yourselves as the reasonable ones here. You failed at that, I think it's fair to say. I think it really showed, though, when Trump talked about DJ Daniel. Now, DJ Daniel, I think he's 13, but he was diagnosed with cancer, and he was actually given 5 months to live, and he's lived 6 years. And looking at him, he's still going strong, which is great. Trump, just one thing with Daniel, his dream is to become a police officer. And he's actually been made an honorary member of several police departments. But Trump went one way better and made him an honorary member of the US Secret Service, which isn't just an incredible kind thing to do. But it kind of shows that Trump, he really is, he's a lot more of a people person than people think. And this is actually one of the, Trump, yes, despite all of his success, and he is rich as hell. And this kind of came out in the interview with Joe Rogan. Came out as very reasonable in that interview. And so he came out as very, for lack of a better word, human in it. Which I think was probably what made that interview as successful as it was. I think that's one of the reasons why people like Trump so much. it's actually one of the reasons why I've gotten a lot more affinity for the man over the last few years. I used to hate Trump, I will say. I didn't want him to win in 2016. This is actually the funny thing about it. But I was a supporter of him in 2020 and 2024. And I remember when, because I stayed up all night for both those results, and yes, I was disappointed in 2024. I know a lot of people think that there was issues with that election. I don't think so in terms of voter fraud, but I think there was in terms of voter manipulation, especially with the Hunter Biden laptop story. I think Trump kind of was more human here with this last election, and I think that really shows. And I think the Democrats showed themselves as a bit inhuman, I would say. Because when Trump made that announcement to make DJ Daniel to not only make his dream come true, but to give him more than what he dreamed of. To become an honorary member of the US Secret Service. They didn't clap. They did not react at all. They react, and there were scowls on their faces. They were not happy with that. It's like, how can you be against that act? And it really does show that there's nothing Trump can do to win them over. So I think Trump is right when he goes, I don't care. I'll do what I do, and I don't care what you guys think of me anymore. Like, I'm next to certain, if he came out and said, we found a cure for cancer, they'd have the exact same reaction. They'd sit down and sulk. So, I hope Trump has a very successful 4 years in office. I think he will. I think he's coming about this in a very different way this year, and this time around, he's very focused on doing it right. I think kind of last time, he did a lot of good, but there was a lot of inexperience with him. Now, he's not just experienced, he's also a lot more knowledgeable. And I think that's what's helping him out here. So, it's going to be an interesting 4 years. If the Democrats want to kind of succeed in the future, they have to become not just more reasonable, but more, for lack of a better term, workable. Because I'm not sure who would want to fucking work with them anymore, with how they act. I think that's why a lot of the reasonable Democrats, like Tulsi Gabbard, have left the Democratic Party, because reasonableness and common sense have left that party. That's why I think Trump is right when he says the Republicans have become the party of common sense. So if the Democrats want to succeed at all in the future, they're going to have to be more reasonable, be more sensible, but also they have to be able to say, while I disagree with this person a lot, on this particular point I think they're right. When your whole ideology is anti one person, like theirs is at the moment, it'll only destroy you. And it will destroy the Democratic Party. So, yeah, what the future is going to hold for the Democrat Party, I have no idea. But I'm going to be honest, I don't think it's good.